this country what it says it is. I still dream in the vividest living color, no matter how many times my love has been smothered. Who's ever above us won't just let us suffer. All of this struggling has got to amount to something. This is a letter to my countrymen, especially those my age and younger than. We're up against an ugly trend. Everybody hustling, don't nobody touch their friends. No group singing and dancing, no anthem, nobody holds hands. Instead, they give us a handheld and make us shoulder life's burden by ourselves. One thing that can't be debated, power never changed on its own. You've got to make it. That's why community is so sacred. That's the symbol that we make when we raise fists. We don't really like to talk about the race thing, the whole grandparents used to own slaves thing. Pat ourselves on the back in February, looking at pictures of Abe Lincoln and the great king. But the real picture is much more embarrassing. We're not even close to really sharing things. The situation of oppressed people shows what we feel it means to be a human being. What does it mean to be American? I think the struggle to be free is our inheritance. And if we say it how it really is, we know our lily skin still gives us privilege. Advantage is given to the few that are built into the roots of our biggest institutions. That's the truth in life. We've got to choose. Do I fight in the movement or think I'm entitled to it? This is not a practice life. This is the big game. We've got to attack it right. Each one of us is headed for the grave. This old crooked world won't be saved by the passive type. This is a letter to my countrymen, not from a Democrat or a Republican, but one among you. That's why you call me brother. Ain't scared to tell you that I love you, that we're in trouble because I love you. They tell me I'm a dreamer. They ridicule. They feel defeated, old, bitter, and cynical. Excuse me, but I see it from a different view. I still believe in what a driven few can really do. I know that the masses want to sleep, and they would rather just hear me rapping to the beat. But I want to pass this planet on to my son a little better than it was when they handed it to me. So I wrote a letter to my countrymen, and I'll be happy if it only reaches one of them. Reporting live, ALI your brother, Morning in America, Dreaming in Color. This song was written in 2012 by Minneapolis rapper Brother Ali. And unfortunately, the song and its themes are as relevant today as they were back then. When this song was released, Eric Garner, Tamir Rice, Michael Brown, Walter Scott, Alton Sterling, Philando Castile, Breonna Taylor, and George Floyd were still alive. Since then, they've all been killed by police, along with more than 2,000 other Black Americans. In the past month, we've seen a man get killed by a former police officer for driving or for jogging while Black. We've seen a woman weaponize her whiteness in Central Park. And every day, dozens of new videos showing police inciting violence against peaceful protesters come out. Through it all, I keep coming back to this song. This old crooked world won't be saved by the passive type. Power never changed on its own. You've got to make it. We know our lily skin still gives us privilege. White privilege. I empathize. My heart bleeds for the Black community. But I can never understand the hell they go through. The fear they feel in the presence of those that are supposed to be there to protect and serve. Do I fight in the movement or think I'm entitled to it? For too long, I've rested on my laurels, reaping the benefits of my white privilege, while only hoping things would get better. No more. If I'm not actively trying to influence change, I am complicit in these deaths. It is time to fight. I will fight with my voice by raising awareness through speeches and not letting offhand comments by acquaintances pass without rebuttal. I will fight with my vote, especially paying closer attention to local elections, and in particular, the records of those running for sheriff and in judicial elections. I will fight with my wallet. I will increase my monthly donation to the ACLU and start donating to Black Lives Matter. And I will fight with my heart by being an ally and a friend and raising my kids to be the same. This song has a postamble by Dr. Cornel West, and I'll leave you with a portion of his statement. You don't want to be just well-adjusted to injustice and well-adapted to indifference. You want to be a person with integrity who leaves a mark on the world. People can say when you go that you left the world just a little better than you found it. I understand. I want to be like that too.